Hello everybody, this is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And for more videos and also my free book, I'll give it to you for free. How is that working? Go to roberthollis.com/free. So the title today is Physical Products versus Non-Physical Products. And so it's going to be a great video. I'll wait for Facebook and their algorithms and all their people to make sure this video is seen by all my 32,000 followers. So, hi, Bill. Nice to have you on here. Hi, Craig. Hi, Vernay. Looking forward to seeing you at the convention. Hi, Shireen. Hi, John. How are you? Craig, thank you for posting that great information. I appreciate you. Let me see who else. Hi, Angela. Great afternoon. Hey, Craig, again, posting all the goodies. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Ed. Nice to see you on here. Thanks very much. And we'll get started here. We'll get started right now. So, hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Physical Products versus Non-Physical Products. Now, I think that each and every one of you are going to get a really kick out of this video. You know, there's so many people out there that don't realize, first of all, how big the marketing industry is. And when I say marketing, marketing is very simply taking a product that someone invents or makes or a service, and they innovate that, and marketing is getting it from them to the people like you and I. That's marketing, moving products and services from, you know, the people that make them to the people that want it. And so one of the unique things has always been this debate, you know, sort of like red, blue, you know, sort of like, I don't know, whatever. There's so many debates out there. But one of the things that are really amazing is that the cool thing is that, you know, there's companies out there that are multi-billion dollar companies that are just service providers, right? And so when you think about, you know, energy, when you think about phone service, when you think about internet service, when you think about some of the largest corporations on the planet have a loyal, satisfied customer base, but they're all service oriented. They're 100% service oriented. So I'm just not talking about you know, Fortune 100 or Fortune 500 companies. But if you really understood the industry that I'm in, you know, there's a lot of names about it, you know, network marketing, affiliate marketing, pyramid marketing, multi-level, you know, it's like, you know, the people's franchise, you know, there's a million names to marketing that I do. But I very simply find a way to help other people get between the service and the manufacturer and the people that want the product, and bingo, middle person profit goes right in your pocket, or in this day, zeros and one digital right into your account. So now everyone says that this won't work, you know, so Walmart said it wouldn't work. Target wouldn't work. So when Amazon and Jeff Bezos said, wait a minute, I'm going to do a thing where people can go in the internet, they can research the product, and I'll send it to their house. And everybody went, listen, stupid. Listen, people that love to read like physical books. People that like to read will go to Barnes and Noble. They'll go to a bookstore. This will not work. Then Jeff Bezos becomes a billionaire, and then he becomes the wealthiest person on the planet, and people go, that did work. That did work. All right? And so it's pretty interesting that, you know, it'd be probably harder to find people that haven't bought something from Amazon today. So then it switches the paradigm and switches the way things are done, where now you can get Walmart to do what Amazon does. They'll deliver to you now. See? It's like when people innovate and make changes, it changes the way people think and the way it's done. All travel, All travel used to be bought from a travel agent. If you wanted a flight, if you wanted a hotel, there wasn't any internet. You would go to a travel agent. Now, isn't it funny that they're still in existence when they say that 78% of all travel is bought online? Do you know it's a $1 trillion industry? But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So when people say physical products versus non-physical products, if you got somebody that is able to go out and sell, all kinds of internet, the internet, they go out and get, there used to be companies out there, even me, believe it or not, I sold internet when it first came out. I sold websites. I love digital products, right? But now let's talk about just the multi-level or the direct sales, whatever you want to call it. Have you heard of companies like Prime America? Prime America, I got a guy, I'm sort of giving him a shout out, Gary Cornegay. This guy has been with Prime America forever and made tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars. I'd be really surprised if Gary Cornegay hasn't earned over 100 million, and he's been with that company forever, and it sells financial services, it sells insurance, it sells, I forget, annuities and all the stuff for investing. And he is not only a rock star and a multi-millionaire, but this guy has helped a lot of people. Now, to me, I don't consider myself that smart. So he's always tried to get me into Prime America, and I've tried to get him in companies, but the guy is just a straight out rock star. And so when people tell me when you go on business from home and you put in, the company is doing trillions of dollars, you know what I mean? I was going to just look really quick. Don't want to stay on that too long. But when you look at these companies that are service-oriented companies and they just make, crazy income and they're going up, so 2.2 million, 2.7 million. So they went up, $500 million from one year to the next? Am I trying to pitch you on Prime America? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that people, if you understand network marketing, if you understand multi-level marketing, like the multi-billion-dollar companies like Amway, these huge companies like Avon, these huge companies like Mary Kay, multi-billion-dollar companies. They understand one paradigm that I feel a majority of network marketers don't get. Is they look for a bunch of people, millions and millions of people, just using the products, consuming the products, not selling the products. They consume them and they like them so well. It's like if I said to you guys, hey, I really like this product, and you go, wow, I'm going to get it. And I say, well, listen, let me send you the link on Amazon. Let me send you my book. I'll send you the link on Amazon, and you can just click on it. They'll mail it to your house. I don't need to stock anything here. So look at Angela saying all this stuff about Prime America. But, there used to be a company called A.O. Williams that just sold insurance. There used to be companies, Prepaid Legal. There was just an article in Business from Home from a great friend of mine that's made $15 million in the last 15 years. Brian Crothers. Now, listen to this concept. There's automobile insurance, there's life insurance, there's medical insurance. Why not have legal insurance? So you can pay a monthly membership, and if anything ever happens, if you ever need a lawyer, if you ever need someone to get you out of a ticket, right? You're prepaying. Sound familiar? Prepaid? You're paying for a monthly subscription for legal services. And again, the company been in business forever. These companies that I'm talking about, these digital companies, have been in forever. I don't remember even if prepaid changed its name. I thought maybe it changed its name. Okay, I'll look later. But you guys are starting to get where I'm coming from, right? So the one thing I want everyone to understand, that there's been travel done before. So there's companies that are billion-dollar companies like Ambit Energy. I used to be the #1 rep in the world for a company called ACN. It started out being American Communications Network. I sold long distance. I had like 2.5 million customers. Yeah. It's legal shield. Thank you, Marlene. And so, it's really amazing to me that people mentally, if they understood network marketing, really truly understood, then if you said physical product or non-physical product, they're both the same. Wait a minute. How can they be the same? Well, for me, I'm looking for people that need to make extra money. They need it. With inflation, everything that's going on, they need a couple extra $100 in their bank account a month that they can't figure out how to get. So I'm looking for people that not only want to make a few $100, maybe they want to make 1,000, 2,000 extra a month. Maybe they want to get their significant other out of a job. Maybe they want to get themselves out of a job. Maybe they're sick and tired of living their lifestyles of making promises to their children and their spouse, their significant other, and they're making promises and they're not fulfilling them. We'll get you a new car, we'll get you out of that job. I'll be able to spend more time with you and spend more time with the kids, and they can't do it. I can show them how to replace their income. I can show them how to double their income. I can show them how to be financially free because of the model of being able to have 45,000. I now have 45,000 people that are responsible for my income. And so you need to understand that it's your mindset that goes, oh no, I need to touch it. I need to touch it. I need the testimonial. Value is value. Did you hear me? Value is value. And if you're not excited about supplementing your income and helping other people do the same, if you're not happy and excited about offering people an opportunity where they can get in for free, and get a check by next Thursday, a new direct deposit in their family so they don't have to struggle. See, I'm excited about this business model that has made me tens and tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars. Did I do that 5 times or 6? And it's because of that I'm excited to share this with other people. Now, I've sold. It's easier for me to write a list of stuff that I haven't sold. And people always get caught up about saturation and, prices are overpriced. It's not, prices are not overpriced if there's a business attached to it, if there's a business opportunity attached to it. Want an example? There's only 3 reasons a person buys. Only 3. Quality. I want a Rolls Royce. I want a Bentley. I want a Lamborghini. I want a Porsche. Do you think that more Rolls Royces are sold a year than Toyotas? Of course not. So you'll never ever stop people. People go, Robert, you pay too much for an Apple phone. You pay too much for an Apple laptop. You pay too much. I want quality. That's what I want for me. I get an incredible peace of mind from having all my things connect together. Give me messages. I love them all connected together. Being on the iCloud and not being hacked is just really, really cool for me. Really cool for me. Okay? So you're not going to get me, Robert, well, you could get another product cheaper. I don't care. Okay. The other one is convenience. Why does things cost more at 7-Eleven? Because they used to be the only places that were open 24 hours a day. Right? So it's the convenience of going there. I need Pepto-Bismol. I need NyQuil right now. And I'm willing to pay more money. I'm willing to pay more money for the convenience. Huh? And then you got another group of people that will buy only by price. And they've done all kinds of studies on this. That, they've watched people that buy the cheapest of everything. And they see how that affects their lives. Because they buy a cheap phone and then it doesn't work. And then they buy a cheap television and then it dies quicker. And then they buy cheap of everything. And they don't understand if they buy a really, really cheap car, a used car with a lot of miles on it, it might keep costing them money. But those are the three reasons that people buy. So let's cover this. Non-physical products. Don't have to wait for them to be delivered. Don't have to pay tax. Don't have to pay shipping. Do not have to wait for it. I get it right now. Pretty interesting, huh? I get to market non-physical or digital products all over the world. So why do you guys think instant gratification and it's there? Why do you think that? Do you think that people get a little bit of buzz when they buy something online? Of course they do. Of course they do. Which, by the way, don't you guys love science and then they keep doing science and it changes? My wife and I heard today on Today. We got it running in the background. A new study came out in a medical journal now saying that kids that play video games 3 or more hours a day have less stress, can make decisions faster, they understand failure, their immune system. They're now saying, after all these years, they're not more aggressive because they got a place to let their aggression out. So it's pretty funny that, we heard one thing, like I say, thank you, Craig, if what you know that you know that you know isn't so, when would you like to know? And so now I can go all over the world with a digital product. Got 2 of them. Another multi-billion-dollar company. What is it called? iAcademy. It used to be called iMarkets Live. FFS, financial services. I'm just saying that Josh Swagel is so intelligent. He's the most intelligent person I know. And to think that he's got a portfolio of brands. And I would suggest not just focusing on the physical. I would find where the trends are. So now they're saying in the past 3 years, more people are traveling now than ever before. It's $1 trillion business. It's easy to dream mode, people. Dreamcast them. Angela, where have you always dreamt since you were little that you wanted to go? Mike, where's a place that you've always wanted to visit? Ola. It's like, hey, where, and if you run into people, like Eric said to me, there are people that are just people. I'm not judging them. I don't travel and I don't know anybody that travels. Well, that's not interested. Don't talk to uninterested people. I still can't find a company, never thought I would be involved in a company, where for $135, a person could get in, become our highest position in executive, and then get $2,100 cards to give away for prepaid travel. You pay $135, you're an executive, the highest paid position, and you get to give away 20 gifts at $100 each, a total of $2,000 in savings. You guys are going to see people use this digital to go all over the world. They help people help themselves and their family all over the world. And then there's going to be people that are just going to be focused on the physical. When Apple comes out with something new, I want to know about it. When Apple comes out with something new, I want to be on it. That's me. Find people like me that are driving new vehicles, have new gadgets, because they've never heard of prepaid travel. And if they know people are making incredible income from it, they'll look at the card, they'll go in, they'll ask a few questions, and then bingo. They're going to be giving away cars and away they go. So, wanted to share with you physical versus non-physical. Some of you need to understand high life travel better. Love you. See you on the next video. I appreciate you. And if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. And I know you could do it because I did it. Take care and God bless.